Greetings and salutations. This is Cobble S. Cobble. Welcome you back to the channel. I know it's been a minute, but as you see in front of you, we have more unboxings to do. I've been slowly but surely adding a lot to unbox for the channel of Magic the Gathering. I have currently 8 bundle packs to reveal to the fans and others and myself of the new series coming in existence. Strixhaven's been out for a bit, but we're going to get right into it and gonna see what's all inside the bundle pack. As you see, we have Declare Your College, which faction are you from, box, the ball, the roll down, the extras, and a whole bunch of other stuff. We got 10 packs to get through, so without further ado, let's get into it. Now, I actually know nothing about this set. All I know is it came out, and did its thing and made its rounds to most of the shows and so forth. These are all going to be relatively new and stuff to me interesting, so it should be good. So here we go. We have the Relic Sloth. 4/4 Vigilance Menace for 5. Red-white. Interesting. Infused with Vitality. It's black-green. Until end of turn, target creature gains Death Touch, and when this creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control, gain 2 life. Not bad for those group players. Eureka Moment. 2-drop, green, blue, 2 colorless. Draw 2 cards. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. We have Charge Through. Green drop. Target creature gains trample until end of turn. Draw the card. That could be interesting on a stick. Icon Scepter for those that don't know. Arrogant Poet. 2/1. 1 colorless black drop. Whenever Arrogant Poet attacks, you may pay 2 life. If you do, gain flying until end of turn. Defend the Campus. 4-drop, 3 colorless, 1 white. Choose 1 creature you control, get +1/+1 till end of turn. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater for 4. We have Reject. 2-drop, 1 colorless, 1 blue. Counter target spell, target creature or planeswalker spell unless the controller pays 3. If that spell is countered this way, exile it instead of putting it into its owner's graveyard. We have Twin Scroll Shaman. 3-drop, 2 colorless, 1 red, 1/2, double strike. We have Environmental Science. 2-drop. And it's search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle You gain 2 life. Grinning Ignis, Elemental, 3-drop, 2/2, 2 colorless, 1 red. Tap a red, return granting Ignis to its owner's hand, add to charge in a mountain, activate only as a sorcery. Access Tunnel, it's add a charge counter apparently, and 3 tap target creature with power 3 or less can't be blocked this turn. We have Silver Quill Apprentice, 2-drop, white-black, 2/2 Warlock, Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, target creature gets +1 till end of turn. That could be fun. We have the rare Rushed Rebirth. 2-drop, green-red. No, I'm sorry, black-green. Choose target creature. When that creature dies this turn, search your library for a creature card with lesser mana value. Put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Oh, double rare. We have Inquisition of the Zodiac. I'm not sure, it's a black drop. secondary rare. Target player reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it with mana value 3 or less. That player discards that card. Interesting. A triple rare. That's something different. Archmage Hermetis, I want to say. I apologize if I butchered the name. 4-drop, 2 colorless, 2 blue, 2/2. Magecraft, whenever you cast it or copy an instant or sorcery spell, draw a card. It's hollow. And then standard. So, not a bad, interesting opening pack. Triple rare. That's one down. Let's go on to the next one. We have Square Up, call it 2-drop, 1 colorless, and green or blue. Target creature has base power and toughness 4/4 until end of turn. Phrasing. But oh well. A dual land. Prismaria Campus enters the battlefield tapped, add blue or red, and pay 4, tap, scry 1. That's interesting. We had Quadrix Pledge Mage, 3-drop, 1 colorless, 2 green or 2 blue, or a mixture of both. 2/2 Magecraft, whenever you copy or cast a copy an instant sorcery spell, put a 1 counter on Quadrix Pledge Mage. Alright, next we have the Pillar Drop Rescuer, 5-drop, 4 colorless, 1 white, 2/2 Cleric, flying. When Pile Drop Recuser enters the battlefield, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to your hand. Now we have Bury the Books next. 5-drop, 4 colorless, 1 blue. This spell costs 2 colorless less to cast if it attacking and if it targets an attacking creature. Put target creature into its owner's library, second from the top. Next we have Blood Age General. 2-drop, 1 colorless, 1 red, 2/2. Tap attacking spirits get +1 until end of turn. We have Leyline Invocation, 6-drop, 5 colorless, 1 green. Create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token. Put X/1/1 counters on it, where X is the number of land you control. Expensive, but very useful for token decks. We have next Crushing Disappointment, 4-drop, 3 colorless, 1 black. Each player loses 2 life. You draw 2 cards. We have Becoming Defiant, 2-drop, 1 colorless, 1 white. Target creature you control gets +2/+2 and gains hexproof until end of turn. For those that don't know what hexproof is, it can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponents control. Some of the old mechanics still, not necessarily old at this time, but could be. Fractal Summoning, X colorless, 2 green, 2 blue, or a combination of green or blue is the liaison. Create a 0 green and blue fractal creature token, put X/1/1 counters on it. So, a lot of token heavy creations in this set so far. Emergent Sequence, 2-drop, 1 colorless, 1 green. Search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tap, then shuffle, then that land becomes a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token that's still a land. Put a 1/1 counter on it for each land you control that you had entered the battlefield under your control this turn. Lots and lots of brain. But Caramel can tell you, even if I have to step aside. But needless to say, Quadrix Cultivator, 1 colorless, 1 green, and then a combination of 2 blue, or a green and blue, or you see how it goes. 3/4 drops is a Turtle Druid. Whenever Quadrix Cultivator enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic forest or a land card. put it on the battlefield, then shuffle. We have start from scratch, 3-drop, 2 colorless, 1 red. Choose one, start from scratch, deals 1 damage to any target, or destroy target creature. Alright, the rare is Pestilent Cauldron, Persistent Cauldron. 3-drop, 2 colorless, 1 black. Tap, discard a card, creature, create a 1/1 black and green pest creature token with, when this creature dies, you gain 1 life. Or, tap 1, tap, each opponent mills cards equal to that amount of life you gain this turn. Ouch. Or, 4-drop, tap, exile 4 target creature target cards from a single graveyard, draw the card. There's that. Then we have Eliminate, 2-drop, black, one colorless, 1 black. Instant, destroy target creature or planeswalker with mana value 3 or less. Damn. There's your new Icon Scepter stick, those that still play traditional color ones. And then we get a Fractal token, which literally looks like a, I would say, dragon per se, or something else, who knows. But on to the next one. We've got plenty to go through. We still got 3, 6, 7 to go through. And any of the cards that we've already have that we're going to repeat, I'm just going to show and then pass on to save time. So we have Stonebound Mentor, 3-drop, 1 colorless, 1 red, 1 white, 3/3. Whenever 1 or more cards leave your graveyard, scry 1. Okay, next we have Make Your Mark, red or green, red or white. Target creature gets +1 until on a turn. When that creature dies, this turn create a 3/2 red and white spirit creature token. Another Campus. Same one that we had before. We have the Quadrix Pledge Mage. The Pillar Drop Rescuer. Another Bury the Books. Another Blood Age General. Another Leyline Invocation. Crushing Disappointment. Another Fractal Summon. Here's a new one. Reflective Golem. 3 colorless. 2/3. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets only Reflective Golem, you may pay 2. If you do copy that spell, you may choose new targets for that copy. Another new one, Mage Hunter, 4-drop, 3 colorless, 1 black, 3/4. Whenever an opponent casts or copies an instant sorcery spell, they lose 1 life. That could be bad. We have a new Overgrowth Arch, 2-drop, 1 colorless, 1 green, 0/4, it's a wall. Defender, tap, you gain 1 life. Tap 2, or pay 2, sack Overgrowth Arch, learn. For those that learn about the learn mechanic is, you may reveal a lesson card you own from outside the game and put it into your hand, or discard a card to draw a card. Okay. Bit odd, but I guess it. A rare is the Feverint Mastery. 5-drop, 3 colorless, 2 red. You may pay 2 colorless, 2 red rather than it pay its spell's mana cost. If you paid the 2 colorless, 2 red, cost was paid, an opponent discards any number of cards and draws that many cards. Search your library for up to 3 cards, put them into your hand, shuffle, then discard 3 cards at random. A lot of work there. Then we have the Thrill of Possibilities, a 2-drop, 1 colorless, 1 red. An additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card, draw 2 cards. And then we have our red-white spirit token. Okay. Everybody made through 3? Apparently. Alright, on to number 4. Another campus. Another pledge mage. We have a new Lorehold pledge mage. 3 drop, 1 colorless, 2 red, 2 white, or a combination. 2/2, first strike, shaman. Magecraft, whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, Lore Pledge gets +1 until end of turn. We have another Bury the Books. We have a Tome Shredder. 3 drop, 2 colorless, 1 red, 2/2. Hex, haste. Tap, exile an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard, put a 1/1 counter on Tome Shredder. Next we have a Reckless Amplemancer. 2 drop, 1 colorless, 1 green, 2/2. Tap 5, 4 colors, 1 green. Double Reckless Amplemancer's power and toughness until end of turn. Okay. We have Mage Hunter's Onslaught, 4 drop, 2 colorless, 2 black. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Damn. Whenever a creature blocks this turn, its controller loses 1 life. Next we have Serpentine Curve, 4 drop, 3 colorless, 1 blue. Sorcery, create a 0/0 green-blue fractal creature token. Put X 1/1 counters on it, where X is 1 plus the total number of instant or sorcery cards you own in exile and in your graveyard. Okay. Next we have Expanded Anatomy, 3 drop. Put 2 1/1 counters on target creature. It gains vigilance until end of turn. This is one of those lessons cards they've mentioned. We have next Dagmoth Maw Wow Eater. That's a mouth fucking full. It's a demon, no fucking wonder. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4 drop, 2 green, 1 colorless, and a combination of green or black. 7/6 demon. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice creature. When you sacrifice Magoth War Eater, each opponent discards a card, you draw a card, and you gain 2 life. That is a mouthful. Next, we have Explosive Welcome, 8 drop, 7 colorless, 1 red. Explosive Welcome deals 5 damage to any target and 3 damage to any other target, and then you add 3 red mana. Interesting. Second main. Next we have Divided by 0, 3 drop, 2 colorless, 1 blue. Instant, return target spell or permanent with mana value 1 or greater to its owner's hand. Learn. Rare is Plarg, Dean of Chaos, 2 drop, 2/2, Shaman, Orc Shaman. Tap, discard a card, draw a card. Pay 4 and a red, tap, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-legendary, non-land card with mana value 3 or less. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Put all revealed cards not cast this way on the bottom of your library in a random order. Okay. Next we have Negate, 2 drop. I think it's a throwback. Yeah, counter target non-creature spell. That's a throwback. It's nice. And then we have a holographic Spiral Null Crocodile, 3 drop, 2 colorless, 1 green, 2/4 Nilla. Alright, on to number 5. I think we're halfway through. Alright, next we have another Square Up. We have another Stonebound Mentor. We have another Make Your Mark. Mage Hunter's Onslaught. A different one, a new one. A Sturdy Break, 2 drop, 1 colorless, 1 white. Instant, tap up to 2 target creatures, learn. We have a Curate, New one. Curate, 2-drop, 1 colorless, 1 blue. Look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put any number of them into your graveyard, and the rest on the back back on top of your library in any order. Draw a card. We have Dragon's Approach. 3-drop, 2 colorless, 1 red. Dragon's Approach deals 3 damage to each opponent. You may exile Dragon's Approach and 4 cards named Dragon's Approach from your graveyard. If you do, search your library for a dragon creature card and put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. A deck can have any number of cards named Dragon's Approach. Alright, new one, we have a Mage Duel. 3-drop, 2 colorless, 1 green. Sorcery, this spell costs 2 less to cast. If you cast another instant or sorcery spell this turn, target creature you control gets +1/+2 until end of turn. Then it fights target creature you don't control. That old mechanic as well. We have an Essence Infusion, 2-drop, 1 colorless, 1 black. Put 2 1/1 counters on target creature. It gains lifelink until end of turn. We have another Environmental Science. We have another lesson, Necrotic Fumes, 3-drop, 1 colorless, 2 black. It's not a lesson. An additional cost to this to cast this spell: exile creature you control, exile target creature or planeswalker. For 3, that's interesting. Next, we have Expressive Iteration, 1 blue, 1 red. Sorcery, look at top 3 cards of your library, put 1 of them on your hand, you put 1 of the other ones in the bottom of your library, and then exile 1 of them. You may play the exiled card this turn. A lot of words. We have another Stonebinder's Familiar. No, it's actually a new one. 1-drop, 1/1, White Spirit Dog. Whenever 1 or more cards are put into exile during your turn, put a 1/1 counter on Stonebinder's Familiar. This ability triggers only once each turn. We have next a Dragon's Guard Elite, 2-drop, 2/2, 1 colorless, 1 green. Magecraft, whenever you copy or cast an instant sorcery spell, put a 1/1 counter on Dragon's Guard Elite. Pay 4 plus 2 green, double the number of 1/1 counters on Dragon Guard Elite. That could be fun. That's our rare. And then we have Infuriate, 1-drop red, instant. Target creature gets +3/+2 until end of turn. And then we have a Pest token to finish off that deck. We got 5 more to go. Because we're halfway through it. So we'll see how this keeps on coming. Alright, first up we have a Spectacle Mage. 2/2, 1 colorless, 1 blue, 1 red. Bird Shaman, flying instant sorcery spells you cast, you may have, with mana values 5 or greater, cost 1 less to cast. Ooh, and different campus finally. Quandrix campus. Quandrix enters the battlefield tapped, add green or blue, tap 4, pay 4, tap, scry 1. So we have another square up. We have a Leech Fanatic, 2-drop, 2/2, 1 black, 1 colorless, Warlock. As long as it's your turn, Leech Fantastic has lifelink. And for those that are wondering what lifelink is, it's essentially Spirit Link from the old school. Pilgrim of the Ages, 3-drop, 2 colorless, 1 white, 2/1. Spirit, whenever Pilgrim of the Ages enter the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land, place a basic plane card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Pay 6, return Pilgrim of Ages from your graveyard to your hand. Next, we have a pop quiz. 3-drop, 2 colorless, 1 blue, instant, draw a card, learn. Next, we have a Sudden Breakthrough, 2-drop, 1 colorless, 1 red, instant, target creature gets +2 and gains first strike until end of turn. Create a treasure token. It's an artifact with tap, sacrifice this artifact, add 1 mana of any color. So, now the Crocodile. We have a Promising Dusk Mage, 3-drop, 2 colors, 1 black, 2/3. When Promising Dusk Mage dies, if it had a 1/1 counter on it, draw a card. Next, we have a Spirit Summoning. 3-drop, 1 colorless, combination of 2 red, 2 white, or a mix of both. Create a 3/2 red and white spirit creature token. Next, we have a Bookworm. 8-drop, 7 colorless, 1 green, 7/7, worm, trample. Whenever a Bookworm enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life and draw a card. Pay 2 colorless, 1 green. Put the Bookworm from your graveyard into your library, 3rd from the top. Next, we have the Test of Talents. 2-drop, 1 colorless, 1 blue. Counter target instant or sorcery spell. Search your controller's graveyard, hand, and library for any number of cards with the same name as that spell. At exile them, that player shuffles, then draws a card for each card exiled from their hand this way. That's one way to do it. So 2-drops, we'll put that on a stick as well. Next, we have Morality Spear. 4-drop, 2 colorless, 1 black, 1 green. This spell costs 2 less to cast if you gain life this turn. Destroy target non-land permanent. Next, we have a Mythic Rare. Kazuma, the Igma Sage. It's a Planeswalker. 3-drop, 1 colorless, 1 green, 1 blue. Kazuma, Planeswalker. Each Planeswalker you control has the loyalty abilities of this card. Okay. Her up ability, +2, is Scry 1. Her minus ability, create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token, put X/1/1 counters on it. Her out ability is search your library for an instant or sorcery card that shares a color with this Planeswalker. Exile this card, then shuffle. You may cast that spell without paying its mana cost. So, interesting. They have the Planeswalkers. The other Mythic Rare, a double Mythic Rare, would be the Increasing Vengeance. 2 red. Instant. Copy target instant or sorcery spell you control. If that spell was cast from a graveyard, copy that spell twice instead. You may choose new targets for that copy. Flashback. Oh, that's a nice mechanic they brought back. 5-drop, 3 colorless, 2 red. You may cast this card from your graveyard for its flashback's cost, and then exile it. Interesting. And then we have the 4/4 red-white elemental token. Not a bad pool so far. 4 left. Alright, next we have an Orgiar Battleseer. 5-drop, 3 colorless, 1 blue, 1 red, 3/4, haste, tap, scry 1. We have a Cogworks Archivist Construct. 6-drop, 6 colorless, 4-drop, 4/5. With reach, pay 2, tap target creature, put target creature card from a graveyard on the bottom of its owner's library. Silver Quill Pledge Mage. 3-drop, 1 colorless, combination 2 white, 2 black, or either one. 3/1 Magecraft. Whenever cast a copy of this instant or sorcery spell, Silver Quinn Pledge Mage gains your choice of flying until flying or lifelink until end of turn. We have Hunt for Specimens. 2-drop, 1 colorless, 1 black, sorcery. Create a 1/1 black and green pest creature token with when this creature dies, you gain 1 life, and then we'll learn mechanic. We have a Waterfall Aerialist. 4-drop, 3/1, flying ward for 2. Whenever this creature becomes a target of a spell or ability, an opponent controls, counter it unless that player plays 2. The fudge? That's interesting. We have another Sudden Breakthrough. We have a Bayou Gorf. 2-drop, 5/4, an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature, or pay 3. Okay, that makes more sense, but a 2-drop, 5/4 with pitch ability? That's not bad. Another Essence Infusion. We have an Egger First Year. 2-drop, 2/2, 1 colorless, 1 white. Wizard. Magecraft. We all know that already. Introduction to Annihilation. A 5-drop. It's a lesson. Exile target non-land permanent. Its controller draws a card. We have a Containment Breach, 3-drop, 2 colors, green. Another lesson. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. If its mana value is 2 or less, create a